Good morning, Mayor, City Council members. For the record, I'm Joanne Hardesty, and today I'm here representing the Albina Ministerial Alliance Coalition for Justice and Police Reform. And I want to start off by saying thank you very much to both Mayor Hales and Commissioner Fritz for understanding that this process has to be outside of what would normally be a traditional City of Portland procurement process. This position is so critical for the success of the reform that we're going to undertake based on the U.S. Department of Justice complaint and settlement agreement. And so this is a tiny piece. And I want to say I'm so proud of this City Council for continuing to move forward, even though there continues to be obstacles to getting anything accomplished as it relates to moving forward
do you want to see that?
efforts in the City of Portland.
You work in the state legislature, you're familiar with obstacles.
I am definitely familiar with obstacles, but I've never had the kind of opposition that I've experienced in trying to reform our police department. But doesn't mean we're not going to do it. It just means it's going to be a hard thing to do. And since I have like about 30 seconds left, I also want to take this opportunity to thank Commissioner Novick. It's rare to have a politician publicly say, when I get more information, I actually make better decisions. Thank you very much for doing that. That's a model for politicians in this city. I appreciate that. And so we wholeheartedly support the proposal that's in front of you, and we look forward to working with all of you to make sure that we are putting the reforms in place that will outlive all of us, so that we have a city that actually works for all the people in it, regardless of race, ethnicity, age, disability, etc. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, Council. Mayor Hales. I'm Dan Handelman with Portland Cop Watch. I'm also a member of the steering committee of the AMA Coalition for Justice and Police Reform. And I just want to point out that the ordinance mentions, if you read it all the way through, that the AMA Coalition met with your office and with Commissioner Fritz's office. And we do thank you for putting the community into the process of reforming the police, because one of the big concerns we had at Portland Cop Watch for years when people said let's bring in the DOJ is losing local control of our police. And the more we can keep things within our city, within our community as we move forward, I think the better. And I'm very appreciative that the AMA Coalition and other community members will help draw up these defining documents for what this COCL will do. And I might pronounce this one. Thanks. So, one of the things that is of concern is that what's written in the DOJ agreement, and as you know, the coalition has expressed concerns that it doesn't go far enough, that the COCL's job has some defined parameters in that document, but that doesn't mean it's limited to what's written in that document. So we could also make it so that that person can do more things than just what's written in there. I also just want to say that one of the biggest frustrations about that DOJ agreement document is that the COCL doesn't have standing in court. And there's nothing that we can do to change that, but I just want to make sure for the record that if something's written in as things develop and the COCL gets that power, we want to make sure that that person is aware that they might be able to go to court and say, well, we don't think this is being followed properly or whatever. And I think that's one of the things that's different between this process and federal court-appointed monitors that they have in other cities. And finally, I guess the piece that Joanne was sort of making obscure reference to is that we still have outstanding issues with the Portland Police Association. I was the only person, other than city staff, and literally other than city staff, that appeared at the PPA negotiation session last Thursday. The PPA didn't show up, and I'm not sure whether that's going to continue. I think it's great that Mayor, you're making efforts to ensure that the public has access to these discussions, because there are public policy issues involved in the labor contracts as it stands, and the public pays the salaries of the police, and we have an interest in how that money is being spent. And I would like to say I did read the city attorney's opinion that you can't require that they be open meetings unless there's a decision-making body involved, and I understand that, and I think that it would be great if people from a decision-making body came to those negotiations, and then they would be over. So thank you.